Hello everybody, this is Tommy from Capital Discount Nutrition. Today I wanted to discuss CLA, conjugated linoleic acid. This is a fat burner that's been in the industry for years. It's extremely popular. When you take CLA, you notice a decrease in body fat percentage, increased energy. You feel good when you take it. Many bodybuilders know they notice an increase in strength and recovery. What is CLA? CLA is derived from safflower oil. It's basically the conjugated part of linoleic acid. And to kind of explain it further, if you look on the side of the nutritional label, there's cis 9, trans 10, and then there's 11 and 12. These are the different isomers and the compounds that make up CLA, and these are the fat-burning parts of the fat. And so, without getting too technical with it, basically what they do is they help your body utilize fat as a form of energy. They help partition nutrients into your muscle away from your fat tissue. So CLA is very effective at helping your body utilize fat in your mitochondria. So when you're working out, your body's burning up more fat. It can help prevent fat deposition in the body. It's a really good antioxidant to help protect your cells from oxidative damage. And I've mentioned in other videos, when you are taking a fat burner, it's very important to make sure that those fatty acids are not susceptible to oxidation from free radicals. So that's what makes CLA so popular and very unique, because it is a good fat burner, and as those fatty acids are floating around your bloodstream, they're not going to damage your endothelial cells. CLA will help increase natural intracellular antioxidants that recycle vitamin C and E to protect your cells from oxidative damage, so they can donate electrons to turn off those free radicals, so that lipid, those fatty acids that are traveling through the blood, are not going to get oxidized. So that's really good for cardiovascular functioning. Another thing that makes CLA healthy, makes it beneficial, and preventing fat formation in the body is extremely important. That's one of the CLA's strengths. And then partitioning nutrients. There's a new fat burner that Dr. Oz recommended, Garcinia cambogia. And it's in my opinion that CLA looks very similar to Garcinia cambogia, in a sense where it can top off your fuel levels, it can top off glucose levels. So that means that it's partitioning all the nutrients like glucose into your into your muscle as opposed to your fat tissue, and preventing that glucose from just being deposited right in your fat tissue. That's extremely important, and that'll help suppress appetite. The reason you're finding me halting as I'm discussing CLAs, there's just a myriad of benefits. Now, the research that goes into CLA is very confusing. One article will tell you how wonderful it is, they'll tell you how great and effective it is at burning fat, suppressing appetite, and protecting your cells from oxidative damage. But another article will come out and will tell you that it's not proven, it's not effective, that their research is still pending on CLA's benefits. Personally, I've had people that use CLA. I recommend 2 in the morning with breakfast, 2 at dinner. It's very effective. They always come back and say they've lost fat, especially if they're getting body fat percentage tests. They notice their body fat percentage goes down. I've had many bodybuilders, powerlifters, just notice an increase in strength. There was a study that came out that showed that CLA in vitro, which means in a glass tube, showed to help increase testosterone levels. So it may be effective, and that won't affect women in that sense. It was very specific. That was put on Leydig cells in vitro, which is in a glass tube, and it showed that it helped with the production of testosterone. So that was just one study. Doesn't mean that it does do that. But personally, when you talk to many people in the industry, you talk to many trainers, they'll tell you CLA is very beneficial. It does work. It is a good fat burner. It's known to be very effective to just kind of get your metabolism going, your resting metabolic rate. As you're resting, your body's metabolism slows down as we get older, so we want to increase it. You start to retain 120 to 190 calories a day, which translates to 13 to 20 pounds a year. So taking something like CLA, even if you're not as active as you want to be, at least your resting metabolic rate is increased. Something similar to what makes green tea extract so popular, because it increases your resting metabolic rate. CLA, just to give you a little background, is mostly found in dairy products, especially meats too. Cows, when they graze on the grass, and when they're grass-fed, not grain-fed, through a process called biohydrogenation, which basically the grass is then being converted by the cow's commensal microbiota, or their gut microflora to CLA. They create various fatty acids, so when you consume the meat you get the benefits of CLA and the other omega-3 fatty acids, thus making grass-fed beef and milk from a grass-fed cow much more healthier, and you'll have higher levels of conjugated linoleic acid than grain-fed beef or a grain-fed cow that produces milk. So CLA is very effective. You can purchase this at any of our locations. And again, if you do research on CLA, you're going to find very conflicting articles on it. Some will say that it's good. Some will say that the research is still pending and that it might not work. So personally, I've gotten good feedback on it. You do 2 in the morning with breakfast, 2 at dinner. This is Allmax CLA. This is actually a really good deal. We have this at all of our locations. There's 150 soft gels in there, so it's a pretty good size bottle. The tablets aren't too big. I mean, they're actually soft gel, so they're not that big. They're pretty easy to take. If you have trouble swallowing a pill, you possibly could open it up and take it into a shake. But if you're taking it, if you take pills regularly, these are not a big deal. You just add 2 in the morning and 2 at night. Thank you very much.